Hey guys, I wanted to pop into the page to give you guys a little context for all the hoobaloo about pre-orders. If you've been in my stories or have read my posts, you've probably seen a lot of talk about getting the book, pre-ordering the Body Revelation, and it's available now, but here's why we talk about it. So pre-orders, this is how publishers know how many of the books to run a print on. So it really comes down to, are the people interested in this book? And the pre-orders help the publisher to know if this message is in demand. And that way they will run more prints of the book. There's actually been stories of authors who didn't really encourage pre-orders, and it was kind of quiet up to the release date. And then when the book was released, there weren't any really available. It ran out fast. People were more interested than she thought, and then the book could not get into people's hands. And that kind of stinks, because as of June 13th, we want as many people as possible to have this book in their hands. So your pre-orders help the publisher to know how much to print run, how many to run a copy of the book. So that's one reason. Another reason that pre-orders are important is that it tells the book suppliers, those who carry the books, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or Christian Books, it tells them how many they should order to get stocked and ready on their shelves. Now, when you pre-order, the book kind of sits there in your cart until the day it releases and it becomes available. And on that day that the book is released, your pre-orders and all the orders that come in that day hit at one time. So this is why it's important. You'll hear authors kind of talking about the book for a while, because it's really just good stewardship of the message. And I want to be a really good steward of this message because it matters so much to me. If your body has felt like a problem to be solved, it's not the problem is pain. And there are a lot of people hurting in the world right now. So we want as many people to know and to get the books on the shelf. And on that first week, when all the pre-orders hit and people start ordering the book, usually they will because it's now available and they can have it within a day or so. That just again helps this surge happen at that one moment in time. So it's just kind of a healthy way to do it is in the pre-order season. And then one more thing, this is kind of maybe you know or don't know, and this isn't our number one goal, but it sure doesn't hurt any author or ministry to get their message out there. That first week that all the pre-orders come in, as well as it being available to anyone, anywhere on Amazon to buy it or wherever they buy their books, that also within the little short window of time when a book is released, usually a week, maybe 2 weeks or so, that's when the different lists that are out there are registering. So if the book has a lot of activity, then different lists from New York Times bestsellers to ECFA will pay attention to that and put it on a list so that other people would know that the book is out there. Again, our goal here is Jesus, His word, His love for people, and the fact that people are hurting. And we want to get this message out there. So whether or not it makes a list, God knows, but you definitely help us by saying this message matters. So I just wanted to take a moment to share that with you. And some of you might ask, Elisa, what's the goal? We're going to go ahead and put a goal out there. By the time this book releases, we hope that we have 15,000 pre-order. 15,000 pre-orders in. And it is possible. We know that. Why? Because Revelation Wellness, you're connected with us. We are active and involved people, not spectators. So if you've been blessed by this ministry, I sure hope that you will pre-order the book and you help us understand this is just good stewardship. It's literally a way for you to say with your time, attention, money, and resource that this message matters. Let's get Jesus into some hurting bodies. What do you say? All right, thanks for listening. And if you have any questions, go ahead and drop it below. Here we go, 15K. Peace.